Lincoln High School, located in the heart of Lincoln, Nebraska, is the epitome of a school full of diversity. This diversity, in terms of race, religion, socioeconomic background, and so on, has looked very different since the school was established over 150 years ago. In order to truly capture the diversity of the school and the students that make it up, I decided to hear about it straight from Lincoln High educators themselves.
My name is Will West. I teach French and broadcast journalism. I'm finishing my 8th year at Lincoln High.
I'm Amy Ridge. I teach the English language learners. I've taught 8 years, the last 3 here at Lincoln High.
I'm Sarah Schultz. I teach ELL, and I've been at Lincoln High like 11 years.
Diversity is really what drew me to Lincoln High. We have students from so many different ethnic and racial backgrounds.
Hispanic, Black. We have a small population of Native Americans.
Socioeconomic status might be considered wealthy, but we also have students that are poor.
English language learners, immigrants and refugees, languages, religions.
Student interests and student ability.
30 different countries represented at our school.
However, this diversity didn't always exist. When Lincoln High became the first high school in Lincoln when it was established in 1871, its majority white population matched that of the city. As is made evident by past yearbook photos, school organizations, sports teams, and the student population as a whole were made up of primarily white students until the early 2000s.
Back in the early 2000s, it was a larger white population. Those demographics have changed pretty dramatically, just like I would say the makeup of Lincoln has changed pretty dramatically over the past 10 years. I would say when North Star and Southwest opened up, you did see students who were able to move out to those schools kind of move out.
This idea of white flight is one that has occurred throughout the United States. According to Time magazine, white flight is the process of white people leaving areas that are becoming increasingly racially diverse. While this dot map shows that Lincoln is not racially segregated, areas do tend to be defined by socioeconomic background.
There are parts of town where you can only afford to live there if you have old money.
Poverty tends to disproportionately impact people of color and can be attributed to a lack of generational wealth. Disparities in generational wealth can be linked back to times when farmland was forcibly taken away from black families by whites throughout eras of racial terror. Because of this, white families are able to pass down wealth through generations, while black families often don't have the wealth to purchase homes in wealthier neighborhoods. Therefore, a lack of socioeconomic diversity results at Lincoln High and disproportionately impacts the minority students who attend. There have been less than positive impacts due to Lincoln High's makeup, but those inequities are due in part to socioeconomic class and not race.
Graduation rates have never been where we wanted them to be at Lincoln High. That's because we have a large group of students who are from families that need extra income. And so a lot of times what happens is the students, instead of finishing high school, go get a job so that they can support their family. When that happens, then graduation rate's going to go down. So I think that the poverty here is what drives the lower graduation rate.
However, all of the teachers I spoke to highlighted how the diversity at Lincoln High contributes positively to student and staff experiences and is what inspires them to continue teaching. The general consensus of the interviews: diversity makes Lincoln High a truly special place to be.
I love the diversity. It's so fun to walk down a hallway and you can hear numerous languages. You can see from clothing, that people are from so many different countries.
A lot of students take pride in that aspect of Lincoln High, that it has not just a racially diverse population, but sort of like a global population. We have kids from all over the world. The students at Lincoln High are very special.
Having this kind of melting pot where everybody gets to be who they are, where we are, and there's nothing but advantageous possibilities with a diverse group of students like we have.
It's fun as an adult to be surrounded by diversity and see that celebrated here.